In this video, we're gonna visit quite possibly the best city in America. Hi, my name's Dylan, and I'm trying to go to every state in America. We finally made it here to South Carolina, and in today's video, we will be exploring downtown Charleston. Charleston has been rated the best city in America multiple years in a row. And today we'll visit one of their largest aquariums, be able to shop at their local market. We'll also get to try out some of their best food and drinks that leave me speechless. And while going on an awesome food tour, we'll also see the amazing history of this town. After all, this is the town where the Civil War started. So get ready to watch this awesome video, where we will find out if this is the best city in America and explore the reasons why you should come here. But first, let's start where this story all begins. The day prior, my train ticket ended up getting canceled. Out of options, I ended up booking a Greyhound bus ticket all the way from Charlotte, North Carolina to Charleston, South Carolina. This bus took multiple hours, but luckily we were able to make a pit stop.
It's crazy. It's like everywhere we go, we always end up at the Love's truck stop gas station.
These pit stops are very important as they allow everybody on the bus to go use the restroom and grab some snacks, all while the bus refuels. And now that the bus is all refueled, it's time for everybody to hop back on and we'll continue our journey all the way to South Carolina. After many hours, we finally pull into the North Charleston Transit Center, and it is finally time to explore Charleston, South Carolina. So I hop in an Uber and I'm took in to downtown. Now, me and my family used to live very close to Charleston, South Carolina, so I've been here many years ago, and I'm very excited to be back. The first place I go to is the Charleston Aquarium.
And we're about to go inside, and I gotta say, we haven't even gotten there yet, and I'm already having like a blast of nostalgia.
It has been over 5 years since I've been here, and this aquarium is just as great as the last time I saw it. This aquarium is absolutely humongous, and it's home to over 5,000 animals. So enjoy all that this humongous aquarium has to offer. One of the best sections here inside the aquarium is the turtle section. Charleston, South Carolina is a very well-known nesting spot for sea turtles. As a matter of fact, if you're here from July to the end of October, lots of the beaches here in Charleston, South Carolina will have all of their sea turtle eggs hatch. So it's a really cool thing to see. Now, I will say, a lot of things have changed since the last time I've been here. This aquarium actually used to be home to an albino alligator. Unfortunately, he passed away a few years ago, but they still have this sign. I also got to see this fish, and he looks pretty shocked. Comment down below what you guys think he's thinking about. After having fun at the aquarium, it's finally time to have some dinner. I'm super exhausted after a full day of travel, so I decided to refuel by going to East Bay Deli. Me and my family used to eat here as well, and I've got to say, they have really good food. They're known for their sandwiches, and I highly recommend them. But as soon as I go outside, I realize it's starting to pour. The rain is extremely heavy, and so I decided to hop on my scooter and get going to my Airbnb for the night. I'm already extremely exhausted after a full day of going on the bus, so I quickly make my way through the rain and get some sleep. Because in the morning, we're gonna find out if this is the best city in America.
Good morning. We literally, oh my gosh, my hair. It's the humidity, guys. Humidity got me. Anyway, good morning. We're here in Charleston. We just left the Airbnb. I had a very, very good long night's rest, which I very much needed after that much bus and train travel. Anyway, got lots to explore, lots to see here in South Carolina. With that said, it's beautiful. And we got the scooter here. We're gonna go riding. We're gonna go see all that this city has to offer. It's been so long since I've been here, and oh my gosh, it feels amazing. This city has been ranked the #1 city in America, like multiple different occasions. So we're about to go right around it and see how that has to offer. Alright, enough talking. Let's go explore.
So without further ado, I hop on my scooter and head down to the downtown portion of Charleston, South Carolina. This city has a ton of history since it was founded in 1670. It was 106 years before America was founded. The city actually used to be called Charlestown in honor of King Charles II. But after America declared its independence, we finally changed the name to Charleston. Our first stop here is the Charleston City Market. This is one of the oldest markets I've ever been to. This building was built all the way back in 1788 and is running all the way till today. This market has a ton of history and it's a really cool place to check out if you're in the area. This market in particular has an insane amount of shops as well as local vendors, so you can get souvenirs or handmade goods. It also sells a lot of food, so I decided to go down to the city market grocery. While they do sell food here, I decided to get myself some coffee. As you all know, I have a minor caffeine addiction, and so I definitely needed to get me something to drink. And my goodness, was it pretty good. Overall, the city market has a lot to offer, and I really recommend checking it out. It's located right in the downtown of Charleston, so surrounding it, they have tons of horse-drawn carriage tours, as well as souvenir shops, as well as restaurants. And I'm getting pretty hungry, so I decided to head into the Rainbow Market. Once I make my way inside, I find this really cool pizza parlor, and they had really good prices, so I decided to go in and buy myself a ginormous slice of pizza.
Too much either. It was 8 something overall.
So I set out to eat this humongous slice of pizza. For under $9, I've got to say that this is absolutely delicious. It wasn't overcooked, and quite frankly, I've got to say it's even better than the Costco pizza. After having a quick snack, I decided to go look at all the gift shops. Right outside the city market, there are a ton of gift shops to check out, with a ton of souvenirs to choose from, so if you end up wanting some souvenirs, you can always find some. Charleston is located right next to the beach, so there's going to be a lot of beach-themed gift shops. I also decided to check out this place called Kermit's Key Lime Shop. This is a small restaurant known for their key lime pie. I've got to say, key lime in general fits the feeling of Charleston, South Carolina. So I decided I had to have some, and my goodness, it was absolutely delicious.
I got humidity hair. Anyway.
I also decided to try out this delicious praline. Charleston is known for pralines, and if you don't know, a praline is pretty much just a caramel pecan cookie, and they are super good.
A Charleston praline. I think that's how you pronounce it. Pretty good.
After trying out a delicious Charleston praline, it's finally time to head out from the city market area and go down to the shore. The reason I do so is because right on the waterfront, Charleston is home to the iconic pineapple fountain created in 1990. This water fountain is meant to symbolize hospitality and is an iconic spot to take a selfie. I then decided to take a very small walk and make my way to another very famous location here in Charleston, South Carolina. And while this location is very close by, I make sure to take my time walking there because some of these streets are absolutely beautiful.
My goodness, I am having quite the blast. Honestly, it was really great to be back here.
That said, eventually we make it to the next location, Rainbow Row. This row of houses was built in the 1740s. These buildings have an insane history. They used to be just normal buildings, but they fell into disrepair after the Civil War. But by the 1940s, they restored all the buildings and gave them these beautiful colors. And that's why they call it Rainbow Row. With that said, as you can tell, this city has a lot of history. And to explore some of this history, I decided to go down to this museum. This is the Old Exchange and Provost Dungeon. This building has a ton of history and was actually used as a prison during the Revolutionary War. This was also the building where they ratified the U.S. Constitution. While here, I decided to take the dungeon tour, which is a guided tour of their basement/dungeon. I got to learn a lot about this building as well as this city. One thing that interested me the most was the history of pirates here in Charleston. This city has an insane history with pirates, and a matter of fact, in May of 1718, the famous Blackbeard came here to Charleston, South Carolina, taking hostages and stealing supplies for him and his crew. Other very famous pirates were also here in Charleston, such as Stede Bonnet and Anne Bonny. Charleston was a key location for pirate activity, as was very famous pirate battles. Overall, I had so much fun learning about the history of pirates in Charleston. I decided I was gonna go learn even more about this amazing city. So I wait in line and hop on this ferry boat that will take me to Fort Sumpter. But what is Fort Sumpter? Well, you see, Fort Sumpter is a historical military sea fortress located right next to Charleston, South Carolina. This fort is extremely historic. It is actually the exact site where the Civil War began, and I'm extremely excited to go see it in person. So after a very short ferry ride, we finally make it to the historic Fort Sumpter. As soon as we make our way inside, you can tell how old this building is. It is extremely weathered bricks, as well as retired cannons. This building truly does have a lot of history. On April 12th, 1861, the Confederates attacked Fort Sumter. This massive sea fortress used to be 3 stories tall, but after being pummeled by cannon fire and surrounded at all angles by enemy ships, this fortress is now a third the size of its original size. This truly is a very historical part of America and just shows how much history is located in and near Charleston, South Carolina. If you happen to be in the area and you're into American history, this is a must-see place. I ended up coming on the very last ferry boat, so I got to witness them lowering the flag here on Fort Sumter. And soon we get off the ferry boat and make it back to Charleston, South Carolina. And so I hop on my scooter and ride around while the sun is still up. And I'm gonna say, these buildings are absolutely beautiful. And just the fact that I'm standing on the same grounds that pirates, congressmen, and military generals stood on many, many years ago is just such an awesome fact. And my goodness, I just love riding my scooter around this awesome town. But soon, the sun sets, and the very next morning, it's time to hop on a train. But before I do, I make sure to go visit a few locations that me and my family used to go to, such as Mellow Mushroom, where I try out this barbecue pizza.
Feels very surreal to be back here.
While here, I also check out these chicken wings. They taste pretty good, as well as just check out a bunch of locations that I used to go to. It has been over 5 years since I've been here, so it's really cool just to go explore the surrounding portions of Charleston where I used to live. I really did enjoy going through these parts of the woods, as this is where me and my Boy Scout troops used to go. This is actually an abandoned chicken coop that we used to go hang out in. With that said, I soon have to go hop on a train to go to the next state. However, my trip here has been very memorable. Since I used to live here, I might be a little bit biased, but I have to say, this city has so much historical value, as well as such amazing scenery and really cool locations for tourists to visit. And I would honestly say that this is one of the best cities in America. But what do you guys think? Make sure to comment down below your guys' opinion on this beautiful city. After everything that you saw, is this the best city in America, or do you know a better one? Anyway, thank you all so very much for watching till the very end. If you all want to help me make more content like this, make sure to like and subscribe. And with that said, I'll see you guys later. Later, adventurers.